You have to spend about 50 hours with somebody before you can even consider them an acquaintance. And if you want to consider them a real friend, you better spend 90 hours with them and around 200 hours of hanging out before they reach the all-important BFF status.
Like that.
Kosine, you agree with this?
Oh, I love it. I love it because...
You don't think you can make a friend quicker than that? Or at least an acquaintance?
I'm sure you can. But
yeah, right.
according to these rules, no.
You know what? Because people want to rush. Everybody wants microwave society, so forth and so on. We're not doing that. Let's spend some time. The good Malcolm Gladwell said it's 10,000 hours to become a master at your craft. So,
big Malcolm Gladwell fan. You got me excited.
So apply those same principles to your relationships. You know what I mean? Spend that time.
See, I think that to me kind of feels like the Hollywood answer, because you probably have a lot of people that want to align themselves with you because you're successful, you got your show,
okay, got it.
You've been nominated for 9 Grammys, you work with all these stars. So you're probably a little weary as somebody trying to get into your circle.
Absolutely.
See, I'm trying to bring anybody in that wants to hang out with me. I don't have it like that.
That's my thing. I'm like, because I'm from the South, I'm like a big, like, you're my best friend. My husband's probably rolling at home because I'll say, best friend, and he's like, are they really your best friend?
Right.
But for me, this hour rule, I would have no friends being a mom. Like, because, you know, it's work and kids.
True.
You know?
I do feel commonality is huge. So I think, like, you know, if people have the same, you know, background or walk of life or dealing with the same thing, like other mothers, you're probably more inclined to spend time with to a degree because they understand the life you have. For me, a big thing is you can endear yourself to somebody really early on. Like, somebody's like, oh, they had my back in this situation. That's the kind of loyalty I look for in a friend. So maybe it's been only 3 or 4 hours. They don't need to be BFF, but I trust that person. They can become an acquaintance. I
Do
guess
you drill your friends? I can see you. Come sit down. Let's have an interview.
Yeah, I can be weird to do it that way a little bit, but I do feel like, I guess I'm open to making new friends. I like to see the best in people, so I don't need that much time.
Interesting. Interesting.
Kosine does, though.
I need my time.
He's like, I need 10,000 hours.
And I look at relationships over time too, though. When you look at how it manifests over some time and how close you are and the comfortability that comes with it, I like it.
When you say it that way, maybe I'm sold. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts. Should we be teaching LGBT history in the classrooms?
I am a fan of this. I have a very close family member that is in the community, and I support her in so many ways, but it's kind of nice because if they teach our kids this, it's something that I don't necessarily have to go back through and say, okay, here's what this means. I mean, as a parent, I will naturally do that with my kids, but for other kids that go to school with my kids to understand how far we've come.
Absolutely. I'm agreeing with you on that one. The LGBTQ community is, of course, a real community growing. I also have family members that are part of the community. And, you know, this kind of like helps us to not be ignorant for those that aren't in the community, that don't understand what's going on and maybe feel taboo about it. Let's get to the kids nice and young and have formal education so that they can be respectful. I mean, we're all in this world together. We got to get along. We got to hang.
Well, and that's the thing about understanding where those people are coming. You know, it's like understanding what's going on, and that will help.
Absolutely.
Well, and isn't the idea of schools to teach in areas that you may be ignorant?
Absolutely.
Right.
And learning is the idea, right? So I think to learn that we've got people who are my age, who are older, who are walking around in this world that is not the world that exists today and thinking that these aren't people, which is absolutely asinine to me. Well, maybe we should start with the youth and teaching them, like, hey, you know, your parents or your grandparents who think like this, they're wrong, and this is what's going on in our history, and this has laid the foundation. You know, as a young black male, I feel like schools could do more to teach about, you know, slavery and accurately depict what truly happened rather than glaze over that and let's get back into phonics. Well, no, we're doing a civil disservice to our youth if we're not teaching them about, you know, minorities who are becoming a closer majority to what's going on in the world. And for people not to understand the black struggle, that hurts me. So for people like you who've been touched by the LGBT community, and me as well who have friends, you family members and friends as well. Of
course.
They're being done a disservice if we're not teaching this history.
And even to see how far we've come, I just did a show on inclusiveness, and it's crazy because we have come so far, but yet there's still a lot of work to be done. And so if we can teach our kids where we need to be headed.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Enough teaching us about pi and knowing all the numbers. How about teaching us something important?
I've never used that, by the way. Like this. Pi what?
This is actually something you can use. Okay, so there's one reality star who's set to make a comeback. I mean, they all do eventually. But this one is Kate Gosselin. You know her from John and Kate +8. Well, that marriage, long over. John, I don't think he's even around. I don't know what he's doing these days. But she's now tackling her love life with Kate +Date. We're going to get a glimpse into the dating life of the mother of 8. You guys interested in watching this? Are you guys reality TV people to begin with?
I'm not. I'm not a reality TV person. I have enough reality going on in my own life. I'm like, you know what? I could have my own little reality show going on. Yeah.
I super don't care, but it's good that she's getting back on that dating horse. Right. You know what I'm saying? And if she wants the world to see that, you know, by all means.
So two of the kids
super don't care.
Yeah, right. 2 of the kids, 17 years old now. 5 of the kids, 13 years old. That's got to be a tough dating scenario to go out there when you got 5 13-year-olds.
Well, and your mom is just going to be dating on TV. That seems a little gross to me. I'm like, would not want my kids to see that.
Well, so she said the reason she's doing it is because dating's scary and she has all these children she needs to protect and she doesn't want to go out randomly on a Friday night with a stranger. So there'll be cameras there. It's a more protected environment.
Yeah,
I get screams, I'm taking the paycheck. And if I find love along the way, that'd be great.
I love that she's keeping the sound of it. Date. I mean, you know.
Little AV rhyme scheme, very simple.
I wonder if the guys are really lining up around the corner to be 8 kids' daddy. You the new daddy? You the new daddy?
That's what I'm saying. You better really love Kate if you're willing to take on plus 8.
That's a super baby daddy right there. Salute the super baby daddy out
I'll
here.
take you one step further, Kosine. He deserves his own show if he signs up for that because that man is an American hero.
For real.
All right, thank you, Kosine, for joining us today. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely.
But please don't miss his show. It's really entertaining. I've been watching it over the past weeks. It's Man Cave, and it's every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Central. Please come back anytime, my friend.
Oh, man, absolutely.
And also, before we let you go, you got a special event going on tonight, right?
Oh, yeah, tonight at the Rockin' Horse, South Side. We're having a viewing party for the season finale of Man Cave. So if we went to high school together, if we went to Columbia College together, or if you're just a fan of the show, please come out and celebrate.
Women are allowed in this Man Cave?
Women are allowed
in the
viewing party.
Me and my she shed.
Women are not allowed in the cave, but you are allowed in the viewing party tonight.
Okay, good.
Before we let you go really quick, who's your favorite guest you've had on the show this season?
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey. That's
Steve Harvey.
Name rings bells here.